My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is December 12, 2024. It is 2:04 a.m. This is video number 2. Video number 1 was on our part of pew service. I spoke about Invictus, Scatty Little Soldiers, and the first tweet that was there was a little girl who gave Meghan a flower when she was in Morocco. Okay, so it was only 3 tweets, and I read an article that explain what Harry did with Scatty Little Soldiers. So go on our part of pew service and check it out. All right, so for this channel, I have a lot to share with you. I think I add to it after I counted. I think it's more than 14 tweets. And then right after, I'm gonna go to PYTE and share a whole bunch of tweets. And there's a possibility I might do a 4th video that's Meghan who's at a party. Okay, I think a baby shower kind of thing. So that will be on PYTE. So for this channel, we'll be focused on the left behinders, kind of. Okay, so before I go on Twitter, let's look at the background. 4,460 subscribers, new subscribers welcome. Estimate revenue $97.66. If you are new, like I just said, I have other channels that reflect on Harry and Meghan. This channel is more for the left behinders, somewhat of a not happy kind of tweet. The left behinders, the Rangers type of topic. Okay, but still there's some sort of a connection to Harry and Meghan. That's this channel. The one that I just did purely focused on Harry and Meghan's work. Okay, there's no obviously when I read some tweets, sometimes I stumble on some of the derangers too, but the main thing is I focus on their work only. Before, I was supposed to do reviews of charities that they work on, but I haven't had time to do these reviews anymore. Go on those charities that Harry and Meghan support, their websites, and just to give you an idea what they're all about. But I have not had enough time to do that. So now, whatever work that they're talking about, tweets and things like that, I bring them on our part of pew service. That focus on their work. And PYTE, that was my very first channel. I spoke about the positive things, the happy things, the Netflix docuseries, and the baby shower that Meghan went to. This is where I'll be talking about that. Okay? But all 3 channels are connected. The links that are on here in terms for PayPal and Cash App, it's the same link on all 3 channels. Okay, so if you support me or you donate in one channel through that link, it covers all 3 channels. Okay, all right, so analytics. Okay, 842 views in the last 48 hours. And the worst thing is that other channel where I talk about their work only, YouTube refused to monetize it. They're claiming that I'm using other people's video or something like that. But when you look at, there's people who have channels that shows clips of different animals, cat videos, dog videos, or just random other videos of other people. They're still running. Now, are they monetized or not? I don't know. But it seems like they don't have any problem with other channels. Let's go on Twitter. This is the first tweet. If I had seen this video like yesterday or the day before when the topic of William and Trump first came about, I would have put it. But I happened to see it yesterday, and I guess that's when he posted the 11th. Today is the 12th. So Anyway, let's listen to him. And usually when I come across videos, very rarely I listen to them first. I like to listen to it when I'm recording. That way you could get my initial reaction. But anyway, let's listen to this. It's 1:08. All my content is on the TikTok thing. Okay, that's usually his caption and all of his tweets.
Morning, friends. Let's rewrite this headline, shall we? Harry will be outraged and worried that two people who have a history of taking from charities have got together and have had a conversation. Harry and Meghan are very close to the Biden family, the outgoing presidential family. Harry and Meghan have managed to secure a sizable donation from that family to ensure that Harry and Meghan's preferred charities are able to continue to operate. These two people...
There's one thing I have to say about this, and I think I raised that before. Harry have known the Bidens for quite some time, since President Obama was in office and things like that. I think it's a professional connection, not friends, professional connection. The connection comes with Invictus because First Lady Jill Biden is a good supporter of the military because her kids were in the military. I think the one who had brain cancer, who died, was in the military. I'm not sure if the one that was in the news that Biden have pardoned was in the military. I could look it up. But Jill Biden was always a supporter of the military. And it's through that. And then now you have President Biden, you know, who is the head of the armed forces and things like that. So there was that connection. So in terms of personal, you know, this kind of thing, I don't think it's at that level. And also, we recently learned that Meghan, let me not say Meghan, Archwell has supported financially one of Biden's daughter's charity. So, and it aligns with Meghan's type of kind of things to help women and things like that. So I think it's more of a business, professional kind of friendship. In terms of calling and hang out, I'm not rooting it out, but I would not think so. Okay, so let's continue. I spoke about this a while ago. That was way before I was aware of Archwell supporting what's the daughter name? President Biden's daughter charity. Okay, I talk about it in one of my videos on our Point of View service. All right.
People have a track record and a history of taking from charity. William, his father Charles, have taken tens of millions of pounds over decades from charities. It's all public knowledge. Harry will not give a if these two are having a conversation. Harry's mission, along with Meghan, is focusing on other people who need the media to be talking about them. Harry and Meghan shine a spotlight on all the things that the world needs to talk about. These two are on the take. Comments are open, guys. Let me know what you think. Have a brilliant Wednesday.
Okay, so pretty much that. Let me pause. That headline, I've shared it on one of my videos already. Okay, and I spoke about them two meeting. Let's read some of the comments. Fab, though Prince Harry and Princess Meghan didn't take but contribute significant sums of £250,000, that's the thing here, to Ashley Biden's social work initiative for supporting vulnerable women. Okay, that's what I was talking about. So William met with a convicted rapist, and it is Prince Harry who should be worried, laughing my ass off. For the past 5 years, Harry and Meghan has proven that they are chess grandmasters. They do not play checkers. And correct, the Bidens don't give public money to anyone. These are decent people who've serviced the public their whole lives in decent jobs. They don't have private millions to give away either. It's the opposite. Harry and Meghan, a foundation, just gave a $1/4 million to Ashley Biden charity. Okay, so there's one comment here. Okay, why should he be worried? Okay, we're making reference to Harry, the headline that he was making. Correction, Ashley Biden, their whole lives. Okay, so she correct herself. Yeah, so they the Bidens, like this one says, they don't have millions. They're not millionaires. They are public servant. Like for instance, Jill Biden in one of my videos, probably on PYTE, where I look at her background, where even though Biden was vice president at that time, she was still working as a professor and, helping people with ESL. ESL is English as a second language. People who come in the country who doesn't speak English. She works at, I believe it was a community college. This is where people who don't have money to go to big universities, they go to community college for whatever. And she does a lot of volunteer work. I remember covering that in one of my videos. To tell you the truth, I don't remember which video. But it's definitely, I don't think it's on this channel though. It could be on PYTE. Next tweet. Let's pause. Oh my God, Kenzie's fiancé left her. She is single now. Since when? No wonder she has such a hate hard on for Meghan. Laughing my ass off. Girl is bitter because she is lonely. Okay, I don't follow these people. I'm always seeing tweets about her. But let's see what this video is about. Let me go into it so it could be slightly bigger. Let's pause it. Okay, this tweet didn't age well. Kenzie got engaged in front of Kensington Palace in 2020. That relationship has soured and she's been bitter ever since. Today, Jeremy Kyle offered to fix her up with a potential suitor. I pray she ends up with a man just like him. If you know, you know. I don't know. I don't wish anybody anything. All I have to say is baggage for God. Let's listen. Okay, so the connection here is that she's saying in 2020 she got engaged, but now this person is saying that they'll do a connection. Okay, so which means the thing didn't work out. Whatever happened in 2020 did not work out. So let's listen. 14 seconds only, screenshot.
Look, I work at Talk. Of course I'm all talk. I've invited you to my birthday. My word is my bond.
Oh.
Okay, I'm coming. It's gonna be so
I'm going to find you an Englishman.
Do it, please.
Oh, she agrees.
Love you, Kins. Thanks for being on. God bless you. Look, I work.
So she said, do it, please. So that means it didn't work out. So she's putting the picture of that engagement. Let's see here. Chris is working late, looking forward to him getting home and being reminded of how lucky he is to be committing the rest of his life to me. Oh, so that was the post. And my face mask and coach reruns. So it didn't work out. Okay, October 19, 2020. I'm telling you, the squad or something. The God or something. They went and looked for that. Begging, there's the B word. Oh, so they separated. I just did a video about this. Let's see here. I knew that a while ago. I found IG posts like this from 2023 and I noticed not only a shift in her appearance, but she was more deranged in the past years than she was before. V-Day this year, okay, Valentine's Day this year, her parents sent her gifts and she said she was spoiling herself. Heard it on a Talk TV. The squad knows how to put things together. Doubted she thrown herself into work, which is making hate content about Harry and Meghan. Let's go back to the first tweet. This is the person that I follow who come across this and retweeted it. And she clearly turned to food as comfort. Let me leave that alone. Okay, I'm not sure if he left her or if they mutually decided to end the relationship. However, this explains why she's so nasty and bitter when it comes to Meghan. Kensington Palace was the bad omen for her engagement, so she needs to deflect that rage to Kate. Oh my God, there's the laugh here. He realized, let's pause, he realized she was only into Prince Harry. Kenzie Big Back can find a man. They explain everything. I'd be better too. Oh my goodness. Okay, I guess bitter. Earth to Kenzie. Earth to Kenzie. Harry is taken and happily married to Meghan. Get over it. Well, she ain't got time for love as we've been seeing her bitter trolling face on trash TV. I mean, if she really wants in the future to raise a family, not all men are into all these crazy things. If you look at the Netflix docu-series for the Polo, that guy who wants to play sport and don't have time for the Well, he did make the time. The mother-in-law made him make time for the baby shower. Him, you know, they might know into sports, majority of them, but not all of them are into these crazy things. You know, gossiping and all of that. I realize lately some men, okay, there's crazy stuff. It depends. Some men are into women who are athletic, who could do sports with them and things like that. But who knows? She does her thing. Maybe she'll find another gossiper that could she join. You know what? Let me leave this thing alone. I'm spending too much time on that. Next tweet. She's a baggage for God. That's all I could say. I don't want to make fun of her craziness because karma. Let me just leave it as that. Okay, next tweet. This one I posted on my community board and I did a long caption about it. Maybe I should go on my caption. Daily Mail, Meghan Markle was the fourth girlfriend taken to Botswana by Prince Harry. Let's read some of the comment here. By the rehashing of Harry and Meghan story by the tabloids. There is a drought of Harry and Meghan info and the news cycle is suffering. I love it for them. Harry and Meghan were not in any luxury tent as reported. That was speculation. They posted this pic of their little tent in Botswana. Let's see here. Very interesting. Pointless argument. And oh yes, he married her. Does anyone cares? I don't care. He saved the best for last. Okay, he saved the best for last. She was the only one who didn't bring her curly tongue though. She passed the girlfriend and wife material test. I think so too. The others did not. Okay, the others did not cut it. That's what I think. Okay, I'm gonna read my caption on my community board. How many dates has Willie taken to Poland for pulled pork sandwiches and a pegging? Man takes woman to meet his true family. Could be. Kaiser, he definitely was testing her multiple times. Again, I think so too. Yep, definitely spot on about that. I will also say he married up and he has many decades before him to continue to prove his loyalty and love for her because she has gone through too much shit for this marriage. Love him, but he owes her a lot. I think so too. And all honestly, I get it. When he spent his life being used and abused and oppressed by his own family and the occasional celebrity wanting clout, the least you can expect is him wanting to ensure she's real before she gets a look behind the curtain. I will do the same. Oh my goodness, I didn't know some of the squad were posting things like that. Yes. When I saw it, I took screenshot. I don't have time to read all of this, but I read the caption and I saw it and I shared on my community board. Okay, how many women did William propose to before he settled for Kate? So what? Let me read that. There's one comment. Okay, I know of at least 3. First 2 say hell no. He saved the last for worse. He saved the last for worse. Oh my God, where is it? Only okay. I miss where I was. Okay, fourth and handle Botswana like a champ. Happily ever after. Love wins. He was testing her because she was the one, and he wanted to make sure it will stick. Yeah, to be able to handle all the things because his family put a facade. They paint a picture as if they are this perfect family, but the way they treated Harry was like shit. So Harry wanted to make sure once we need to bounce, I hope you are willing to bounce too. Okay, once he's willing to bounce. Okay, and the only one he married and have kids with. William should care about his relationship with the mommy better. Maybe what is the problem if it is the 4th, 5th, or 6th? The important thing is which one is the right one to give the pass to what is now his wife, mother of his children. Who cares? Only one to be wifed up. And so what? So what? Okay, Africa is his happy place. If his previous girlfriends were happy there too, Things might have been different. Who knows? Doesn't matter now. Number 4 is here to stay. Okay, what a ridiculous article. All guys date a lot of girls. By the way, Harry had a list of things he wanted in a woman. I guess through these travels and experiences, he was able to stick with the right one for him. The F. I guess the Daily Mail is having a slow news today. So let me go on my community board and read what I put it. Okay. So this is it here. This is my caption here. This was posted since the 2nd. I just happened to see it on my timeline. Didn't Harry mention that either or both in his book or the Docu series? He said something like, Meghan Markle went to the bushes to pee and some other things. I can remember all of the stories. That's why I said that. The point I think he was making is that Meghan wasn't high maintenance. He also made reference to this when his father was trying to tell him he wasn't going to support them. Harry then made reference to how Meghan can sew her own clothes and some other things. I think I have those audio from Spare or something.
Driving us out into the fields, asked about Meg. Not with great interest, just casually. Still, he didn't always ask, so I was pleased. She's good, thanks. Does she want to carry on working? Say again. Does she want to keep on acting? Oh, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't think so. I expect she'll want to be with me, doing the job, you know, which would rule out Suits, since they film in Toronto. I see. Well, darling boy, you know there's not enough money to go around. I stared. What was he banging on about? He explained, or tried to. I can't pay for anyone else. I'm already having to pay for your brother and Catherine. I flinched. Something about his use of the name Catherine. I remembered the time he and Camilla wanted Kate to change the spelling of her name because there were already 2 royal ciphers with a C and a crown above. Charles and Camilla? It would be too confusing to have another. Make it Catherine with a K, they suggested. I wondered now what came of that suggestion. I turned to Willie, gave him a look that said, You listening to this? His face was blank. Pa didn't financially support Willie and me and our families out of any largesse. That was his job. That was the whole deal. We agreed to serve the monarch, go wherever we were sent, do whatever we were told, surrender our autonomy, keep our hands and feet inside the gilded cage at all times, and in exchange the keepers of the cage agreed to feed and clothe us. Was Pa, with all his millions from the hugely lucrative Duchy of Cornwall, trying to say that our captivity was starting to cost him a bit too much? Besides which, how much could it possibly cost to house and feed Meg? I wanted to say, she doesn't eat much, you know, and I'll ask her to make her own clothes, if you like. It was suddenly clear to me that this wasn't about money. Pa might have dreaded the rising cost of maintaining us, but what he really couldn't stomach was someone new dominating the monarchy, grabbing the limelight. Someone shiny and new coming in and overshadowing him, and Camilla. He'd lived through that before and had no interest in living through it again.
Pretty much taking these women to this remote location away from glamorous fantasy lifestyle that was his manufacturers for all to see was a test for these women. Harry knew he was treated like a second-class citizen by his family, I should add that. Once reality struck after being in that family, will these women be able to cope and handle the reality? Look where or what the Queen gave Harry as his wedding gift. Meghan handled the gift, what some will consider a letdown or humiliation, instead turn it into a cozy home. I'm talking about the Frogmore Cottage. So Harry knew what he was doing. Harry is Meghan's baggage. No one will be able to handle all of these BS we're seeing happening. The end. Okay, some of the squad sort of make reference to all of that. Alright, so that's that. Let's go back to Twitter. Oops, let me make sure I put it back. Okay. Twitter. Oh my god, looks like I'm gonna be here all night. I haven't started yet. Harry new team. There's that here. That was back when they were in the UK. Meghan's new life. Wife, mom, well socialite. Every black family proud of her. One of us made it into our dream. They kick her around. No no one of us like them anymore. We got the two we like. Bye. Okay, what is that? Okay, them anymore. We got the two we like. Bye. Okay, I'll never forget this picture. It was when the racist wags decided to attack Duchess of Sussex, saying she wasn't carrying Prince Archie in the right way. I was fuming and still am. Okay, how dare anybody tell a mother how to carry their child? Yeah. And the thing wasn't the other kids were around and the other one was keeping them away. You know what? Let's leave that alone. I'm glad they are where they are now. Harry and Meghan and their children are just happy away from this negativity. Next tweet. So there's that here. Gumblestiltson, aka Gum Gums. Oh my God. As most know her, a royalist hates Prince Harry and Meghan. She complains that no one will watch their shows, yet Gumblestiltson hate watches everything by Harry and Meghan. She doesn't spend half the energy watching anything by her faves, William and Kate. So pretty much she's reminding people that the docu-series is out there. Okay, so I guess this is the person. December 9th. That was the day before the docu-series came out. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's docu-series Polo is set to debut tomorrow, but it won't be a surprise if people missed it. So pretty much, she's reminding the people about the docu-series. This is why sometimes they said there is no bad press. Neither the couple nor the people they've included in the series have done a bit of a press for it. It's such an arrogance of them to think that they don't have to do something to promote their products. It's simple marketing and PR 101. Without it, contrarian voices drive the media narrative instead. The other possibility is that Netflix already think the series is a lost cause. Netflix is about making money. Why would they think this is a lost cause if they already gave Harry and Meghan millions? Okay. And doesn't want to put more energy or money into a failed project. Either way, things aren't looking good. Well, I guess we have to say to her for posting this, thank you, because I don't even follow her, but people who follow her now know that the docu-series is out, because she posted, I think, the day before, right? December 9th, and it was on December 10th the docu-series was out. Okay, so there's her again. Polo is tedious. She watched it. Now she's commenting on. Polo is tedious, especially about Adolfo Cambiaso. I don't know how many flipping times they've said that he's the greatest player ever. The audience got it in the episode 1. It's unnecessary to repeat it. And episode 4, the whole point of Netflix is to binge. So it's getting unbelievably repetitive at this point. Okay, that's her opinion. There's that. A second season, haha, that's laughable. The show is beyond boring and uninteresting. It's not compelling at all. Okay, her opinion. Okay, so that's her note. Oh my God. Okay, about the start, Heart of Invictus. Okay, so she watched, that was back in 23. Okay, about to start Heart of Invictus for review purposes, and I've got my tally list going here. How often does Harry make the injuries and traumas other soldiers experience about himself, his wife, his kids, his mother, and the media? I'm going to guess it's a lot. So she already put her thing. Well, she hate watch the things, so thanks for the watch though. Okay, she's an employee of KP. It's her job. There's that. Bango. Let's pause that. She's really losing it on this one. Even some of her fans have started saying she's giving the series more publicity. Thank you. That's what I saw here. More publicity than Harry and Meghan are. Also, the argument that Polo is not for the masses, sport of kings, and telling everyone about Polo is a bad thing is interesting. That's an ad. All the haters, thank you for your support watching Polo on Netflix. That's what I see too. Okay, that slappy trolls need to stop embarrassing herself. She is the epitome of pathetic, jealous, and envious wine-hoarder hag. Okay, I don't know how someone can have such a miserable existence. It has to be more than that. There has got to be huge money involved, in my opinion. Well, if I was putting videos hating on Harry and Meghan, maybe my channels will make money. But since I'm not about that, my goodness, they're giving these people a platform, incentive for talking negative. All right, I guess now it's time for me to say, if you could donate to my to help support my channel, there's a link in the description. You could donate. It's PayPal and Cash App. Okay, I mean, there's a lot of links, because I'm wondering, thinking about it now, when I put the list, maybe that's what I'll do. As a comment, I'll put it these, that's what I'm making reference to. All of these I usually put it in the description, but sometimes I have to remove the links because Twitter, I'm saying Twitter, there's a limited amount of character I have on the comments, not comment section, in the description. Maybe I'll do that. Usually once I'm finished with the videos, I don't go back to it. Well, now I don't schedule them. Okay, I'll think about it. Let me not waste time on this. Okay, I don't know how someone can have such a miserable existence. It has to be more than that. There has got to be a huge money involved, in my opinion. Her jealousy is showing. Disgusting creature. Please alert Gums that her vote is needed to elect Kate as Time Magazine Missing Person of the Year. Oh, do they have something like that on Time? Alright, next tweet. I have a lot more to go. Alright. Polo is TV Guide's #2 recommended Netflix documentary to watch. Alright, so the first one is Churchill War. There's that. And the #2, I guess, Polo documentary. You could pause and read this. It's giving a summary about that. Available December 10th. Okay. Well done to the entire production crew and all participating teams. Alright, so that's an ad. Okay, thanks for posting. There's the club. There's GIF. Awesome. It is amazing. Well done to everyone involved. Unfortunately, I don't have Netflix, but I'm praying this is a massive hit for them and hope their fans rerun it over and over, get the view up. There's that. There's the heart. My husband wants to cancel Netflix, but I'm the one who said no, don't do it. I thought Troll boycotted Netflix back in 2020 after the Harry and Meghan documentary. That is true. What was the other thing? There was another docu-series that came out. Okay. How can the Rangers have an opinion on Polo? Weren't they supposed to boycott Netflix? There's that. Should be renamed. Was it them Rangers? There's that part. Yep, that part. Me too, bahaha. Oh, I thought Cuties is why everyone lost their shit and canceled their subscription only to come back 3 months later. Can't keep up with the fake outrage. They are the biggest fans. Yeah, pretty much. And this is why I think I spoke about it. I don't know if it's this channel about the how do you call this? The advertisement for it. They're probably waiting this week. Let it marinate, let the fans watch it, and we talk about it and all of that. Maybe next week we're probably gonna start seeing advertisement about it. The royal family did not invent polo. It is not WiLLiLeaks' favorite sport. His favorite sport is football. That's soccer. And just because the royal have played for decades doesn't mean William should have been included. Harry is royal without WiLLiLeaks, regardless of Harry not speaking to him. Okay, so luckily I did look it up. Well, the search that I was doing was regarding something else. But while I was doing it, and I found out that polo started in India, and then it was picked up by rich people, I think in the UK. So it started in India. By the way, this information is wrong. Polo started in Persia, which is Iran. Then later it picked up by India, and then rich people from the UK pick it up. Okay, so I will correct it further as we continue with the video. Let me ask Google that to see if my memory serves me well. It was yesterday that I looked it up too. Okay, so there's that here. Okay, Persia, a game of Central Asian origin. Polo was first played in Persia, Iran, at dates giving from the 6th century BC to the 1st century AD. Polo was at first a training game for cavalry unit, usually the King's Guard or other elite troops. So there's India mentioned here. Okay, polo spread to other parts of the world, including India. So why did I think it says something India? Okay, the Mughals brought polo to India in the 16th century. In the 1850s, British tea planters discovered polo in Manipur, India, and established the world's first polo club in, what's that? Silchar. Okay, and then the US in 1876. Okay, so there's more. I don't want to go too much into it. Okay, so this is the thing here. It started in ancient Persia and Iran. So their troops, because back then they didn't have, those tanks and things like that, they fought on horses. So to be able to maneuver the horses and things like that, they create the game. That's my interpretation of it. I'm adding to it. I could see why they would do that. Okay, so it started in Asia, and Persia. Okay, so back to Twitter. All right, so now the UK is claiming something else. As I'm saying this is something that came to me. What's happening in the Middle East right now? I think I've said it in one of the videos I put for my members, or either I deleted it. What these people are doing right now, Israel is doing in the Middle East, it's almost what happened in the US. How it started. Okay? They're gonna take over, turning the Middle East like a different things, each of those countries, Iran, Iraq, all the other, Syria, Palestine, they're gonna turn it into different states, and then they're gonna control it. Okay, similar to what's happening in the US right now. So Syria, who just overthrown their government, I am praying for them so they maintain it, because I could see, in my humble opinion, Israel do some stuff to bring back that dictator. Okay, because the US... Okay, let me stop. Let's focus on that. The royal family is bringing WiLLeaks into the Docu series because Harry did not mention his name, right? All right, let's read some of the comments. Yep, that's why it's good to see. I've learned so much. So this one I cannot see. I blocked that. You know what? Let's see. Okay. It was about a sport that 95% of the world's population have no interest in and will never play. Such a commending as if it is definite. Maybe more people will be interested in it just because of it. This is what makes things special. Just because someone is not interested in it. If, for instance, Meghan, I read somewhere where Meghan was not interested in it, but seeing Harry playing it, being with Harry, and see the interest, the whatever that captivate her, maybe that will captivate someone else. So just because you don't like it, that doesn't mean everything have to stop. This is the narrow-minded of these people, and this is why they always have to copy Harry and Meghan's work, because they don't use their imagination, because for them they don't see anybody else's matter. Who knows? There are probably so many other young people who will be motivated. There's a YouTube channel that I watch. This guy with his family, and they grow their own food and things like that. They have, I think, a couple boys and one girl. And that girl was interested into horse, and begged the father to get her a horse. And she does those equestrian thing, whatever. Okay, I'm not interested into horses. Who knows? Maybe someone else might. This is the narrow-minded of these people. And I bet if it was William who did that, they will create all sort of BS, elevate it as if it's the greatest thing that ever existed. Oh my God. Yep, that's why it's good to see. I've learned so much. If Harry included William, playing the Derangers would have said, quote, Harry used his family for profit. Yeah. Okay, or he wouldn't amount to much without the royal family. That's right. Besides, it was absurd to add William to this storyline, which showcased her healthy, ultra-fit males. Those crowd have to throw the shade. Those clowns seems to think Harry isn't royal in his own right. He came from the same egg sperm, not the same egg, but from the same, mother and father. sperm and lady bits as William. Nothing is different. Harry is royal and is free to use his own royalness as he thinks fit. Okay, it's not Harry's job to promote William. This was about professional polo players, and Harry should not promote William at all because William wanted the spotlight. When Harry was over there, he was, elevating the institution, but William feels like, in my humble opinion, that Harry and Meghan were taking the spotlight. So this is why he made sure to get them out of there. And that was said in court. Just look at the screen. All right. It was, okay, it's not Harry's job to promote William. This was about professional polo players, which the Royals aren't. They don't compete in any leagues, just play for charity events. So no, William shouldn't have been included in it. The British media need to move on and stop acting like bitter exes. Well, they're promoting the thing anyway. Exactly. Why are the medias acting as if Harry owes his relatives something just because he plays polo, and are now spouting about his great-grandfather, King George, when they have spent all the time since he married Meghan trying to unroyal Harry? Apparently the royal family and St. William invented everything that Harry and Meghan do. Is that what they're saying? The derangers are pathetic. They try to take everything that Harry and Meghan do and turn it into something William creates. It's predictable at this point and stupid too. Okay, and William does own polo just as he doesn't own Africa. Okay, and Willie does own polo just as he doesn't own Africa. Right to wear a beer or speak about Princess Diana. It originated in ancient Persia. That's the thing I just read. Modern day Iran, dating back over 2,000 years ago. Okay, David. Okay, that's an act. Let's move on. These people, like they saying, they are pathetic. Where am I here? I missed where I was. 20. Alright, next tweet. They have to include William. I mean, I don't know. They have no shame anyway. They just want to put him in the discussion. What the hell is this? Okay. Overly. Let me pause for a second. What's this doing here? Is that an ad? Okay, so that's an ad. Okay, so there it is up here. I'm not going to read the article. An overlay on the screen tells viewers that since 2020, Centabali, the charity Harry founded in 2006 to help AIDS orphans in Lesotho, has received over $15 million, 11.75 million pounds from charity polo matches. This is what I'm saying. If William really wanted to end homelessness, he could have done the same thing. Harry is showing them how they could do it, but they don't want to listen. They rather manufacture things, hire expensive people to tell them how to place themselves to when they go someplace, how to smile, where to stand, instead of just do things that they care about. And Harry have spelled all of these out at the Obama Foundation. What does that have to do with father and son rivalry? Okay, quote, we play together a lot, You can play with your kids, something that you love. Harry replies, yeah, but what it's like playing against your kid? Can be a reply. It's difficult and worse when you lose. Harry laughed, adding, you're proud but also angry. There's that. Okay, so that's the conversation that he was having with the player. They are reaching like a kid trying to get the candy jar on the top shelf of a cupboard to try to connect the royal family to the Polo Netflix series. They remove. I'm sure if they weren't that bitter and making sure that Harry doesn't connect with them as Harry and Meghan were leaving, because they didn't want Harry and Meghan to associate with them. But it's almost like the MAGAs. They're voting against their best interests. Meanwhile, for the institution, they didn't want Harry to thinking that by having the HRH was a way to get doors open for them. So they were telling Harry, don't use that, whatever, take things away from him. And they put printing images of him begging. That's what they wanted for him. But meanwhile, Harry had everything in his mind. All the work that he wanted to do, I guess he couldn't do it over there because that will overshadow the brother. So they give Harry a huge favor by kicking him out. And look at the rest of the world is benefiting from that. from his help. Okay, so this is the thing that the caption that Harry, the dialogue I should say, that Harry was having with the other player. Okay, you sharing this BS tabloid rubbish for what? Okay, there's no bad publicity, just spread the word that there's a polo on Netflix. That's it. Okay, did you see how the Independent overreached to drag some members of the royal family into the polo Netflix narrative? Nothing Harry said had anything to do with Charles. So you know they watched it. Last line said, Meghan, while William watches, they keep confusing their heir. Their heir cannot remember when he won and got a kiss from Kate. After this, that's it. Let me read bottom up. This is an ad. Bravo. Is this a fan fiction? I've watched it. It does not mention that deadbeat at all. Wow. That is just fantastic. My God. Everything Harry and Meghan do yield real tangible result. There's that. Let's go to the next one. Again, we're talking about father and son. The dialogue that they have here. I love that father and son duo. It must be hard following in the footsteps of a legendary father. And I love that Pawotos found his own space and is creating his own legacy. Alright, so there's that. And this is the guy that Harry was having conversation with. Apparently they say he's the best player in polo. And it looked like his son is having the same kind of skill as well. Probably once he retired, the father, he beat the father already. So the son is taking over. And I think he's playing for another team. There he is here. And the mother is the perfect balance between those two. Well, that's not the same as the other guy from India. Okay, so there's that. He's very handsome. What is it? When she was in labor with him, I believe that's him. I don't know how many kids they have. But the story was that when she was in labor and he was in the middle of a game and he had to leave to be by the wife's side. And there's the son here. A family. That's nice. Beautifully said. There's the heart. Okay, keep blocking KP bats, trolls, to bar them from interacting with your posts. There's the... Okay, I block a lot of them. He's so talented. And that's an ad. Let's go to the next one. Oh my God, I'm starting to get tired. I don't know if I'm gonna do the next video. Maybe I should do it and then focus on editing for the rest of the weekend. Okay, they shouldn't worry about no mention of that family and polo on Netflix. The next time that will have to happen is what will be revealed in court. That's for sure. Okay, so there's that. I covered this on my last video on Our Pot of Pure Service. Okay, so much, that's the channel name. Okay, Our Pot of Pure Service. Okay, so much more to talk about than the haters. There's that. I covered that already. Okay, right, making reference to the caption, will be in court talking about that family. Okay, exactly. UK chat soon in court. All right, how you doing? Exactly. May God continue to protect them. I hope he got a fair judge. Next tweet. They have to include him in everything Harry does. Alright, so this is an audio. A video. Okay, polo on Netflix. Growth is painful. Change is painful. But nothing is as painful as staying stuck somewhere you don't belong. We are proud of you. Alright, is that Prince Harry? Yeah, we are proud of you, Prince Harry. You could see he wasn't really happy. This is why he had to bring some of the women he dated, you know, to Botswana, see if they could handle those minimalist lifestyle, because at some point nothing over there belongs to him. He even said he never walked with a key. All right, was it in the docu series or his book? He never walked with a key. Nothing over there belongs to him, because everything will be transferring to his brother, and he will have to be at the mercy of whoever's in charge. So these women had to go through some stuff with minimalists to see if they could handle it. So the brother who kicked him out did him a huge favor. Now with his brilliant mind, he could do so much more on his own. Look at Travelist, $3 trillion it's worth.
Travelist will be in New York for Climate Week, celebrating our 5th anniversary. Since we launched in 2019, we have brought together 11 of the world's biggest and often competing travel and technology brands to work together on bringing sustainable tourism to the mainstream. Today, we are a $3 trillion coalition, guided by our independent advisory group of world-renowned sustainability academics and experts. We're really looking forward to being in New York with our founder, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, to celebrate everything that we have achieved together so far and sharing our vision for what's to come next.
Everything that he's doing since he left the UK is flourishing, is prosperous. Look at Invictus, is expanding. All right, so the brother did him a good favor, and yeah, again, it shows the true self of everything. All right, it shows that I'm talking about the Botswana part where they he took his girlfriend. Is that it shows that Meghan was not about all the glamorous thing. And when Harry said she went to the bush, she didn't even care or whatever. And I think he even said she didn't even bring that many things with her. Okay, the most limited, minimalist of things she brought with her. So all of that opened Harry's eyes. And I think like, some of the squaddies said it was a test to see how Meghan would be able to handle with less of a thing. And the thing is that you could see Meghan is the perfect person for Harry. I just don't see, and luckily Harry opened his mind. The reason I'm saying this, the first thing that caught my mind, that came to mind, and then the other one overpowered it, is that the way Meghan grew up, she didn't have that much. Okay, she didn't have that much. She worked her butt off. Her family worked her butt off. It's very sad that the father branched out, but the mother remained true to herself. Meghan remained true to herself. As Meghan grew, increased her wealth and becoming more and more, she's letting people know that she didn't grow up with all of this stuff. But all of this stuff that we are seeing, the glamorous part, that was before she married into the institution. She's letting young people know all these things that she has are all attainable if you are able, if you want to work hard for it. Do the right thing and you could get all of these if you want. She was being true to people. So all of this play a part of humbleness of Meghan, who could be able to handle the things, the tests that Harry was giving her without her knowing, I think. And as they go along, it registered to Harry that, yeah, this woman can do. She wasn't pretending. Like, for instance, my husband has been wanting to go camping for a very long time with the kids. I did not want to because, you know, as a female, I want a shower, I want all of that. So for me, I would have failed the test for Harry at the beginning. But as we started going, the reason I went is that I did not want my kids to miss that opportunity because of my selfishness. So I, I ease into it. But what I told my husband is that, because the moment I said yes, my husband wanted to buy all these kind of things. I could understand we could buy tent, we need that. But he wanted to buy all those pots and pans and all of that. And I was like, no, since this is a test, the first time I'm going, let's bring things that I have here that I don't really need that much. If it breaks, it breaks. If it messed up or if it burned or whatever, it's fine. So I told him, let's start with the things that doesn't mean that much for us here, we could bring over there. And then we ease into it. And now it's becoming one of the things that I enjoy. And then I find out about cabins now. I don't even want to do tent anymore. We had a bad experience with the tent in a storm. I can't believe we went through that. But it's memories though. But did I listen to this already? I went on. This is 15 seconds. It's only this picture I'm gonna put and then just listen.
Growth is painful. Change is painful. But nothing is as painful as staying stuck somewhere. grows
The
is
voice is
painful.
very low. It sounds like when Harry was doing the therapy with that guy. It's very low. There's that. On fire. Well said. That was that. Okay. Let's go to the next one. I have two more left. The last two don't have to do anything with royals or anything like that. One is cat video and the other one has to do with politics a little bit. Okay. Meghan and Prince Harry suck at being divorced. Look at them being cute and shit. Alright, 9 seconds.
Do you speak Spanish? No.
Yes.
He knows he does. He knows that.
Pues sí, sí,
Un poquito. Bueno. Do you speak Spanish? No.
Yes.
He knows he does. He knows that.
Pues sí, sí,
Un poquito. Bueno.
A little bit. Okay, they're adorable. I love how Harry can laugh at himself. Too adorable. I love them. I miss their interaction. They can't help themselves. Effing adorable. And the thing is that if the tabloid wanted to get into their private life and all of that, I could just see how much they will share with us. Because I think even in the Oprah interview, Meghan said life is about sharing experiences and all of that.
I think life is about being able to share our stories and share parts of our lives that you're comfortable with. There's no one who's on Instagram or social media that would say, because I shared this one picture, that entitles you to have my entire camera roll. Go ahead, look through it. No one would want that. So it's about boundaries and it's about respect. They've created a false narrative. I've never talked about privacy. I think that's just a basic understanding.
And I think they would have been sharing so much more. But the thing is that the royal rats wanted to be part of their, as they experience new things. But instead, they didn't want, if the royal rats wasn't interfering in their lives, I think when they have certain moments or whatever, they will take their pictures, they enjoy it among themselves, their little family, and then whatever pictures that they feel they will share with us. Like I said, Meghan said it in the docu-series, and then will share with us. But because of the intrusion and all of that, we get to see nothing. Well, if you look at the docu-series, not the Polo, the one about them, how they met and all of that, and what happened to them and the royal family, they share a lot. They were recording already on their phone and things like that. And if you look back before the docu-series, some of the things I used to say when royal rats were writing things and crazy stuff, and I said, they need to write their own books. Little did they know they were already doing that in the process. Because that's the narrative they wanted for people to remember them in the history book. Okay, so I am not going too deep into this. This is just for information purposes. I take it back everything I've ever said about New Jersey. Okay, so New Jersey just struck a blow against banning books. Okay, so I will leave the link in the description. It's an article. So the governor just signed something here. Let's see here. New Jersey just struck a blow against banning books. Oh my God. Okay, taking a stand in the national debate on banning sexual explicit books from school libraries, Governor Phil Murphy on Monday signed a law that will dictate how school board in New Jersey will evaluate sensitive and controversial materials and protect librarians from legal challenges. There were 14 attempts to restrict access to 28 book titles in New Jersey last year, according to the American Library Association. The books selected for challenge are most often centered on race and LGBTQ themes. All right, the link will be in the description. You guys could read. All right, so they pretend for one thing. I could understand, certain pornography and things like that, but they put that as the forefront to go after the other things, the history, things that people should know, the history of our country, and the MAGAs who dead brain about a lot of things that like this guy said, they just don't want to see their parents or monsters and things like that. All right, so I'm glad he did that to protect the librarians. My goodness. All right, let's go to the next tweet, and this is my last one. I know some of you said I should put more cat videos. There's this here. I had a lot, but this one is the one of the many. 18 seconds of your catwalk.
Victorious.
Okay, I have to mute the music. Look at it. That's definitely the catwalk. Alright, so that's that. Let's do what should I do? A prayer. Let me open this. I might take a screenshot of that. Prayer for, I said family last time. Protection. I need to come up with something different here. Jesus, my Lord, I place my life in your hands. You are always faithful to rescue and protect me from evil people who want to harm my loved ones or me. Put us in the right places at the right time to avoid harm. Guard my life, O Lord, from the works of the evil ones. Okay, so that's that. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And right now it's 3:06. Let me record the next one. It's gonna be on PYTE. The first tweet will be this tweet. Okay, so that's the beginning of it, to ease into the Netflix and things like that. All right, so that's that. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.